Hey there, a very warm welcome for Planner Berry Studio, and thank you so much for purchasing our budget bucket sheet. If you've ever felt like your budget looks fine on paper, but you still end up scrambling at the end of the month, this tool is for you. So this is the Budget Bucket Tracker, a weekly based budgeting system that helps you understand what you actually need to set aside each week to stay on top of your expenses, no matter when they happen. We created this tracker because not all costs are paid monthly. Some hit every week, some show up once a year, and others might pop up every few months. This tracker takes all those irregular costs and normalizes them into a simple weekly breakdown. So whether it's rent, insurance, holidays, or car servicing, you know exactly how much to bucket each week to stay ahead of your real life spending, not just the fixed monthly stuff. Alright, so let's start with the overview of the visuals at the top. On the left, this donut chart shows how your total weekly expenses are distributed across time buckets: weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual. The bar charts on the right, these two, break down your weekly and bi-weekly budget allocation, comparing your income versus what you've allocated for expenses and savings. So they give you a clear view of your cash flow rhythm so you can see what's left for the spending, guilt free. Alrighty, so let's walk through the setup. So the first thing you're going to do is head over to this currency section over here and indicate the currency symbol of choice. So if you guys are used to a different currency, you can simply enter the symbol here and bam, it changes dynamically across the whole sheet. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it as US dollar for now. Once you set up the currency, what you're going to do is head over here under all these tabs. And you're going to enter your income descriptions and amounts into appropriate tabs: weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, etc. So I'll really leave it to you, Planner Berries, how you want to set this up. When we shared this with our friends, some of them put in their total annual income under annually. Some of them who are gig workers did up their income on a weekly basis. And we even had some friends who got paid every 2 weeks. So it's really up to you guys. Whichever route you choose, this sheet has got you. Once you set up the income, you're going to do the same for the expense, dropping each item into matching frequency buckets, indicating the descriptions as well as the amounts. So for example, weekly would include things like groceries, transport; monthly would include things like rent, subscriptions; and annually would include things like insurance and holiday travels, the fun stuff. Once that is done, the sheet will do the rest, automatically converting everything into weekly amounts so you can see what your real weekly budgets look like. You guys can see that clearly at the bottom of each tab. Alright, so just for demo purposes, I'm going to indicate a few entries together with you guys. So I know I have a gym pass that happens on a weekly basis. That is for $15. Also, I have my Prime subscription, which I pay for on a monthly basis, and I know that is $24.99. And also on the annually, I know I get tax returns, and that is usually around $1,000 each year. Alrighty. Also, I am in my savings era, so I do want to make sure that I save on a weekly basis as well. So what you guys are going to do is come over here to savings bucket and just put in the amount that you're comfortable with setting aside each week. And bam, it's all set up and you guys are good to go. So this sheet is really perfect if you have mixed income sources, you guys are saving for something big, or you just want to manage cash flow without the overwhelm. Right? You guys must be tired of second guessing your budget or getting caught off guard by surprise expenses. So please give this tracker a try and use it as your daily Bible. The magic's in the normalization, folks. You're no longer chasing your next payday, you're planning for it. Before I end off, I do want to point out certain things on this sheet as well. You guys would have noticed that we have color coded everything so that no mistakes happen What I mean by this is you would notice that all items that are required to be filled by you are in white and all other items are in colors. So all colored items like this, all these cells over here, do not touch them. They're all run by magic formulas that run in the background, and they just automatically update based on your input. On the left section here, the only real thing you guys need to fill up is your savings amount. And you guys are good to go. Alrighty folks, so if you've loved this sheet, check out the rest of our budgeting tools on Etsy at Plannerberry Studio. And if you ever need a hand, just send us a message on Etsy. We're always happy to help. Happy budgeting, and we'll see you real soon, folks.